Everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul Nguma, founder of PATTERNOLOGY LAB. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with y'all the top 2 stocks that are set to explode within the next few days and why you should keep them on your watch list. I'm also going to be providing an update on AMC, and I'm going to be answering some of you guys' stocks of interest for those of y'all who dropped your stocks of interest in the comment section of our last video, right after the intro. Alright, y'all, before we begin, again, do not forget to annihilate the like button on your way in. And also, do not forget to subscribe if you are new to this channel, alright? So, let's get started right off the bat. The SPY right now is still consolidating. It hit that 45. It actually hit 44.98 on this day. It didn't quite get there. And it experienced a little bit of turbulence. And then there was some bullish news on Friday and made it completely breach that level of 4,500, and right now we're above it. So how do I see this market right now? Worst case scenario, we go a little bit lower towards 44.90, like right over here into the open, and then we bounce all the way up towards like 44.25, probably by Tuesday or by Wednesday. I'm not bearish on the overall market. I think that this consolidation phase is done, and now that the volatility is back, things are going to be very, very interesting moving on forward. So if you have calls on the spot, again, this is still a hold for me. Now, the top 2 stocks, the first one that I'm going to be covering, which I'm actually really excited about, that stock is Facebook. All right. And the reason why I want to share Facebook with all of you is because of the pattern on the 4-hour, which is quite clean. It broke out a few days ago and it actually held, which is something that is very, very important when you trade in these. It broke out and it held, and then massive volume on Friday pushed it up even higher. All right, this is very, very clean, and it's on its way all the way up to like 390, maybe 387, somewhere over here, somewhere in this circle. All right, so keep this one on your watch list. There's probably going to be some news tomorrow, and it might push it a little bit higher towards like $375, and then it will slowly make its way all the way up into this circle. I'm not bearish on Facebook. Definitely keep this one on your watch list. Now, the next one that I would like to share with all of you. Now, this one is different. This one is it's for the bears, and that stock is mRNA. And the reason why I want to share mRNA with all of you, again, first of all, it had a monstrous move all the way up here, right? And I've been bearish on it ever since it broke above like 400. There was a time for me to have a very short bias on the stock. It squeezed up a little bit and then it eventually gave out. Now, it's been consolidating here, struggling to stay up and to get new and to make new highs above 400. But right now, the way that I see it, I think that it's not done dropping yet. I don't think this thing is done dropping. There's also one thing here. There's a bear flag on the chart that I just cannot keep my eyes off of right over here. The bear flag is right there, and it's literally about to crumble all the way back down. Now watch this one for it to open at like 375. If it opens at 375, I'm pretty sure a lot of bears are gonna step in on this stock and short it all the way down to like 330, maybe 320 within the next few days. All right, I'm not bullish on this structure whatsoever. Short sellers see this, short sellers knows it, and I'm pretty sure they're all very, very patient or they're already in, right, to see that one break down and then immediately flush all the way back down. Again, it has a lot of room. I'm not bullish on this one. Short sellers, keep this one on your watch list for a drop. All right, so that's the top 2 stocks for this video. Now let's talk about you guys' stocks of interest. Again, y'all always have some wonderful questions for us. So the first one that we're going to be talking about in this video is PDD. All right, and somebody asked me to mention the stock. It had earnings and it squeezed along with all of the Chinese stocks, again, with Baba and with Baidu and with Futu and with the other Chinese stocks, all right, and JD. Now there is a flag on there. I do see what you mentioned. You mentioned that there is a flag on the 4 hour. The flag is not. It's just not long enough. I want this thing to consolidate a little bit more. Is it going to pop out of there? Yes, it will. I just don't know how long it's gonna stay right here. Right. This is my issue. And until it gets out and until it changes trend, then I would just be chilling on the sidelines, just watching it. All right, but it is a good setup. It's still, I still think it needs more time. All right, overall, like it's going to go higher. There is so much room over here. It's just a matter of timing your entry. If you don't really care that much, you can start averaging in with like contracts that are more further out. It crushed earnings again. That's something to keep in mind. It crushed earnings. So it's a nice setup for like a higher move further down the road, especially after like this tremendous drop, along with all of the other Chinese stocks. All right, so how long is it gonna keep dropping? Could we see 90? Could we see 86 before we bounce for the next few weeks? Just keep that in mind. All right. As for me, I'm just gonna be very, very patient with it and time my entry appropriately. So that's my very honest opinion on PDD. The next one that I'm going to be discussing with all of you, that one will be an update on one of the stocks I've mentioned, Roku. I told y'all in like my last video that I got out of this one at like 362 on this first pop right over here. I told you that I got rid of it. It's constantly teasing, like it tries to pop and then it fails again, and then the volume is down and it's just staying in this very like boring consolidation phase, and I have no clue how long it's gonna last. All right. Overall, like it's still oversold, wildly oversold, and it's only a matter of time before it gets out of there and continues up to like $400. I'm still waiting for more people, more volume to kick into the stock. That way will be good for a long. All right, that way you don't get crushed by the Greeks for the contracts. You don't want to get crushed by theta. So just keep that in mind for those of y'all who like to hold option contracts for a very, very long time, and especially if those contracts are like expire in the short term, like in a week or two. Just keep that in mind. I have my eyes on Roku. I've been watching it for a while. I just want to see something that I like. All right. Now, another one that I'm actually going to do an update on, that one is Fastly. I had to cut Fastly loose for one reason. I told y'all in like, I think it was my last video. Yeah, I told y'all that we got in over here and we held. And I wanted Fastly to do something really, really nice over here. I was waiting for it. I was just waiting for this thing to sprint all the way up to like 47, maybe 46, 50, so I can like sell the remaining of my contracts. But when I saw that thing just like collapse, I had to get out of it and I cut it loose. So, and like ever since then, it's just been going sideways. Is it going to go up higher? Yes. The question is when. That I don't know. So if I don't know one of these factors, where something is gonna go, well, I know that, but the when also matters. If I don't know that, then I try to stay away from trading the stock as a whole, right? Because options, you gotta be right with both the timing and the direction. It's not just buying stock. It's different. It's different. So yeah, that's my very honest opinion on that one. Again, it's gonna consolidate. How long is it gonna consolidate? I don't know. Before it gets up to 50, but I will keep my eyes on this one moving forward. All right. Now the next one, yeah, let's just jump to the main one. Let's go to AMC. All right. So AMC, it had a monstrous move not too long ago. All right. And the reason why it did so is because of that breakout right here. It was pretty clean. I missed this one. I wasn't even in the office. I missed it completely. It broke out and now it's like trading down here. I think it's going to bounce again. Like I'm not bearish on AMC in general. Like especially after it didn't fade. Like a lot of people who showed it here were expecting a lot of just more fade. More downside all the way down to like $15. That's what the short sellers were expecting, and right now that is just floating in this area and retesting the $45 level, the $50 level. It's making short sellers nervous. I can tell you that much. So I'm not bearish on AMC the way it's looking right now. I just think that the volume is increasing again. You see, look at the bottom over here, right here. This is like a warning sign for short sellers. This is the way I see it. Again, you may not see it that way, but this is the way I see it. This is a warning sign for short sellers. All right, this is where you're supposed to cover and get out before something major could happen. Kind of like what happened over here, like right over here. This is the first wave, and then we got the little drop, and then we got just the obliteration of short sellers right in this region, which again, for all of you who have been subscribing to the channel, and for everybody like just in the YouTube finance space, like a lot of y'all should have made money here. And right now, like I think we're going to trade higher. $50 is near. I'm not bearish on AMC. Worst case scenario, it drops just a little bit to like 38.90 and then immediately bounce all the way up. So keep this one on your watch list. I will be watching AMC as well for the next few days. And that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, it helps the channel a lot and it allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community, you can find that as the very first link in the description of the video below. Also, if you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Paul Nguma and at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is brand new to you, if you're interested in getting started in the stock market, I'll have some very basic step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 15 minutes or less for you to get signed up with all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850 right after signing up with Webull using the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Nguma with Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video, right? Enjoy the outro.